The Virginia Senate narrowly passed a bill today that would legalize medically assisted death in Virginia. The House is expected to take up a vote next week. Now, as you can imagine, there is much controversy surrounding this bill that has failed to make it out of committee last year. Here's what I learned today about how it would work and the passionate people on both sides of it.
For Barbara Green, each day is a gift. While she's feeling well today, with a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer, she knows the end is coming.
I would like to know that when things get too bad, my doctor can hand me a medication that will maybe hasten my death by a few days.
Legislation making its way through the Virginia legislature would allow patients with a terminal diagnosis and less than 6 months to live the option to request life-ending medication. Catholic bishops Barry Nestout of the Diocese of Richmond and Michael Burbidge of Arlington released a joint statement this week saying, "Assisted suicide facilitates tragedies and makes the most vulnerable even more vulnerable. Legalizing it would place the lives of people with disabilities, people with mental illnesses, the elderly, and those unable to afford health care, among others, at heightened risk of deadly harm."
No one else can do this for them. This has to be the patient's choice. They have to be driving the ship. They have to make the recommendation.
Melissa Stacy with the organization Compassion and Choices says there are safeguards in place. And among the 10 states and Washington, D.C., where it is legal, nearly 37% of people who request the medication don't end up taking it. The bishops, however, warn insurance companies in those states have denied coverage for cancer, but offered to pay for the cheaper suicide drug. Green understands why some oppose the bill. She just doesn't agree.
Nobody should have to suffocate or choke to death. There's got to be a better way.
You can read the legislation on wavy.com. Of course, you can contact your delegate and the governor's office to let them know where you stand on the issue.